So, guest bedroom.
Yep.
I really want to do wallpaper in here. But these are some of the samples, but I have my favorite. What do you like this one?
I do. I mean, I feel like I'm walking into Rainforest Cafe.
I don't want you to feel like you're walking into Rainforest
Can
Cafe.
we put a monkey that pops out of a bear?
No, we can't. No, we cannot do that.
So this kind of gives me like old grandma vibes.
I like old grandma vibes.
I don't know, that's what you like? I feel like at every turn I've always been combative a little bit.
A little bit?
I kind of want the Rainforest Cafe now that we've talked about it.
No.
I love it. I always get like little,
I know.
I get excited right
Because you were 6 and you loved it. And that
I was like a teenager, that was cool.
Oh, bless. Okay.
Let me tell you a little story about a family of 4. Mom's moving too, she's moving in next door. We're going to the country to enjoy the view. The only problem is, you know, they haven't got a clue. So they're calling on the dad to build the home. Trust me when I say they can't do this alone. She's a little fancy and he's afraid of snakes. Find out if they have what it takes. Yeah.
Last time on Home to Homestead. The mortar on the exterior stone has officially dried, and unfortunately, it didn't turn out like I thought it would at all. But luckily, Builder Gary has some ideas up his sleeve on how to fix this mess. In other news, Cupola Gate is officially over, and even though they made me buy a new one for the top of the house, I was still able to put my vintage spin on it. When it comes to the drywall, I finally got everyone to agree that doing smooth walls is the way to go, even though no one, including the drywall contractor, wanted to do them.
Mom, what? This is
Yeah,
Lawrence.
you're looking good, baby.
Who's this?
Lawrence, listen.
And while my husband attempted to build some stone walls around our property, I found the perfect vintage kitchen island. Or so I thought.
We have been so busy, worried about the outside of the house, the stone drama, just the technical aspects of actually getting this thing out of the ground, that now all that stuff's kind of over, we can finally focus on the fun stuff. So like paint colors and countertops and stuff that like really makes the house feel like a home. Okay, so I want to show you some of the material choices for the different areas in the house. Okay, so this is our bedroom flooring. This is our hardwood flooring from Hardwood Design Company.
Post oak, baby.
Yeah, the reclaimed post oak. I'm really excited about this. And then these really heavy, extra large travertine tiles will be in the bathroom.
A lot of what I want with the cohesiveness that the whole house will be. I have trouble seeing that. I get fixated on one particular idea. She's done a fantastic job with that. And I think, you know, preparing for a vision and having that planned out, I mean, we need samples, and the good place for samples are design boards.
So that's the countertop, the floor, and then the shower tiles are the river rock. And then I put together this design board. So we have the silver tub, then the vintage lighting from Round Top, some polished nickel fixtures, stuff like that. So we've got the wood floors in the kitchen, same wood floors. We're doing the concrete look. So this is Caesar stone. It's a quartz countertop, just like the bathroom. But I just feel like the warmth in this really works because the cabinets are gonna be stained a similar color. We have this limestone backsplash. So this is the kitchen.
I can't wait to bring in those pendant lights. It's gonna look sick.
I know,
Yeah.
the vintage pendant lights are gonna be so good. I would say that this is the fun part, except that for me, I've been second guessing all of my decisions. And this is really where that stuff starts to come into play. Once we get paint samples on the wall, I'm like, oh God, did I even sample the right ones? Should I do a few more?
I think Leah's interior selection so far has been a work in progress. I think the colors are starting to look very earthy. They look like they've been in the house for a long period of time. I think they're going to look great after it all comes together.
The mortar is finally being fixed. I'm so excited about it. I feel like we landed on a good solution. I'm just so excited to finally put this drama to bed.
I'm ready to move on from the exterior stone issue. Yes, eventually at some point we're going to have it all taken care of.
I just need it to blend because if we're really picking hairs, this doesn't blend either.
No, I know it does.
Okay, and there have been some places on the back of the house when we did cream on cream that it blended.
Leah has something that she has in her mind, didn't quite come to fruition. I think we probably would have been better off if we've gone with a white on white instead of a cream on cream, but hindsight's 2020.
I don't believe that it's you only get dark brown, which he's calling cream, or gray white, and that's it. Too bad. Like I don't. There has to be other options here.
What we decided to do is do something that's not normally done, and that is that we are putting a mortar schmear on top of the other schmear. So it's a smorgasbord. I can't say it. I like that though. It's a smorgasbord. And so we ended up coming over and doing a coating over the top of the cream with a white mortar. And that seems to take care of the problem. It looks like it's all blending in very, very well. So I think we got an answer for the particular problem.
So it's definitely lighter in the places that it needs to be lighter, thank goodness. Is it my overall vision? No. Is it better than it was? Most definitely. Don't you think? It's better.
Yeah, I think we're getting there. I mean, you're seeing on the first level that it's really starting to come together and there's a uniformity, which is nice. I mean, the fallacy in when you build a home is like, okay, this is my vision, it's gonna just coalesce and happen, whereas there's so many moving pieces that it's hard sometimes.
Do you feel like we're finally getting to a resolution here?
You're the client, I would ask you that. Are we getting to a resolution here? I think we are. I think it's starting to work out okay.
I think it's starting to work out okay.
We are getting ready to start painting on the inside. Well, actually sampling paint on the inside. Lots of samples.
How many narrow it down to? 13, 14, 20?
19.
20 to 22.
That feels reasonable to me.
So these are the cabinet colors for in here?
Yes, ma'am.
So is that how you usually do it? You put it on the wall? I guess you can't stick it on the cabinet.
Yeah, you don't want to do samples in the middle of the doors or anything like that.
You'll never cover it.
Yeah, you can ruin the door too.
Good to know.
So,
I mean, look, we have a lot of different colors happening in this house, and I feel like I need like 3 choices per room. Dad wants to give me a hard time about 19 colors, which you know what? It doesn't even matter because I think he's secretly colorblind anyways. Mom thinks so too.
Oh God, that's all he needs.
I can see the bottom being a little bit darker, but it's just darker. I mean, it all seems the same to me.
Do you think you might be a little colorblind?
Well, colors have never been my forte. Do I think I'm colorblind? No, I'm not colorblind. I'm just kind of more of a nuts and bolts kind of guy. However, I am able to put on a shirt and a pair of jeans and they look relatively well.
There were a few darker colors that I wanted to sample for your office actually, and one more for the mudroom. So I just did it myself. I didn't want to call a painter in.
I didn't know she was doing more samples, but am I surprised? Not a bit. Just give her whatever she wants. So at that point, it's kind of like whatever they've got in the paint store, bring it on out here. Let's put it up on the wall.
Now that most of the samples are up on the wall, it is time to start actually improving them. And it's hard because there's like a million different shades of white, for example.
Eggshell, alabaster, white powder, cornflake.
Swiss coffee,
Swiss coffee's a white?
white flour. It actually is a white.
So my gut is going with Greek Villa, and Greek Villa, this would be the ceilings. So just because they're on the wall doesn't mean it's actually living on this wall. Like this wall will be stone, this wall will be plaster, and this will be a different color. I want to try this color in plaster, and then I also want to try a darker color in plaster.
Oh, dark. You're gonna go.
Not dark, but just like more of a beigey. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's why Claire's on her way.
We need to make some decisions on these paint samples, and I need some backup, so Claire is coming. Thank goodness.
So we're totally over doing kind of a moody gray in here.
No gray. No, what are you talking about?
Why?
The moody gray is in your
Office.
Yes.
I'm just trying to sneak it in.
You can't sneak it in. You can't sneak nothing past me.
I don't know, man. I've always been drawn to that. I guess it's just the moodiness. I don't know. I'm an artist. What can I say?
It's moody as hell.
Okay, so this is the flooring, the big terracotta bricks. Do you want my opinion first or should I wait for yours first? Should we say it on 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Celery sage.
Really? This is like turned out to be mint, like mint chip
I know,
ice cream.
it was like super like
No way.
not what I'd normally go with, but I thought I'd...
I have to like for sure veto that one.
That's just, two married people building a house.
We need a Claire. Every married couple.
Claire's the therapist. That's where the therapist money went to. It went to Claire.
Yeah, it went to Claire. Every married couple building a house needs to hire Claire. Hi, Claire.
There she is.
Thank God. Okay, so this is cabinets. Okay, so this is countertops. So, I mean, this is super pretty. It's funny, the light obviously changes it, duh, but it was a lot darker when I was here the other day and it contrasted the countertops a little bit better. But I mean, that's super pretty too. I'm really just glad to have her help us make this decision because sometimes you need like a tiebreaker or you just need someone who's a little bit outside of the situation to help you make that decision. Like, which gray would you like? He likes one of them, I like one of them. What does she like? It's good. So Finn thinks it's too white.
Yeah. You said this actually.
And I agree.
I mean,
it feels
I just
sort
wonder
of
what it's going to be
stark.
like when you plaster.
So why don't we just go Greek Villa, Snowbound, Alabaster, and White Duck? Yeah. Okay, so we have one decision. That's great. We have a game plan for here. Let's go to your office.
Okay.
Yeah? Let's do it, okay. So this is where we want to go moody. This one feels brown.
Yeah. I think we can get plaster samples of both of those.
These two.
I just would want to not commit to a paint until we get
I agree.
Sure.
100%.
I like Claire too. She agreed with me on a couple things. And she sees things that maybe you can't see, or she will expound on something you want and help me understand, like, okay, that's a good choice. You know, it varies it up a little bit. She's been great, really.
If we keep the screen door, I think I like fog best.
Babe, you didn't even say fog.
That's what we talked about though. You wanted that, and I was like, no, that's too.
I love that, but I don't love that with the screen door color.
And then I was just gonna carry the color all the way into the pantry.
Yeah.
This is a lot of color, Claire.
I know.
Okay, I guess let's go upstairs. So
She's
for
all
me,
way too
they
light.
all
Yeah.
feel pretty light.
Yeah.
The only one that I really like, I think the best, is Pigeon.
I like pigeon.
I'm like, are we missing opportunity to do something fun, like almost like a golden or a yellow or you know, like playful? Like, I don't know.
I do think you want it to be fun for kids, you know, and like maybe that is with the bedding or the pillows or the. But I mean, 4 bunk beds in a game room is gonna be fun.
So
Sure.
fun.
You know.
Okay. Good. This is why you get paid the big bucks. I like the rose one.
You do?
I kind of do. I think it's bold and fun, and the blue next to that I think would be so pretty. Thank you so much. This was wildly helpful. You feeling good?
I'm feeling in the game.
Good job. Good job.
Claire.
Yeah, it looks so good.
So that amazing reclaimed kitchen island that I drug all the way back from, or had him
You
drug.
drug.
That you drug.
Your boy here had to go rent a trailer. He had to learn to back up with the trailer in tight spaces. It's a long day.
Yeah, it's a real sad story, and I don't even know that I'm ready to talk about it yet. So you.
Oh,
can-
I will.
Okay, I figured you would.
I think last time we were sitting in these chairs, I was like, that table ain't going nowhere. That thing was a pain in the butt to get in here. Well, you know what? Yeah, that thing's out on the side somewhere. If anyone wants to buy it, I'll give it to you for cost. We picked it up, got it back here. I didn't even know the backstory. You said the guy said it was some like turn of the century automotive table?
He did not say that. He said work table.
Work table, okay. So we get here, Leah's like, I want to see what's underneath it. So we get the power washer, she's washing it out.
So the idea is to spray it with water and vinegar, let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then we're gonna power wash it.
Oh, look at those brown beads. Anyway, so all this crap starts coming off. It starts smelling like motor oil. And I'm kind of a borderline hypochondriac. I'm like, I'm the cook, and that's gonna be our center island table in the kitchen.
Oh my God, the smell of eggs is really bad.
And I'm gonna be preparing food for our family, our little boys. And I was like, no way. So I do some research. I get an actual gamma ray testing company out inside of Austin, and they come out here for a reasonable fee, and they basically shoot the rays into it. It bounces through all the layers and comes back up to see if there's actually any harmful toxins or lead paint. Came back off the charts with lead paint. So I had to kibosh that.
I just got the results of the professional lead testing on the kitchen island, and it's not good. And I just am beating myself up about it.
I've never been a fan of that kitchen island, no. I think it had seen better days. It looked like a very uneven surface, and it looked like to me when you set something on it, that would fall in one of the holes in the boards. And I just think it was a good idea, but it wasn't the right piece.
Look, I'm mourning it. I'm still mourning it, and I'm not quite ready to move on from it. I know we have to, and I need to find a new island or build one, but I haven't figured it out, like what to do next, and I'm still sad about it.
And I just feel like an idiot. I feel like I wasted time, I wasted money chasing after my dream of a vintage kitchen island, and it's not gonna happen.
So it's like, you know, pick our battles. There's two things you struck out on, the table and the cupola. But all in all, you're batting like 900. It's great.
Thanks.
And I'm just never ever want to go through this process ever again. Like, I never want to build a house ever again.
With all of the kitchen island drama sort of behind us, things are still moving forward on the inside, particularly in the kitchen and the bathrooms. We are measuring for countertops, and I'm so excited about these countertops.
Cabinets have been installed and my signature hardware sinks arrived, and today the countertops are being measured, and I'm so excited to finally get some tops on these awesome cabinets.
There's so much to think about, even when the only thing you're doing that day is measuring countertops. For example, how far do you want your sink to stick out from your countertop? How far do you want your countertop to stick out from your cabinets? Where do you want the seams to go in your countertop? Like, I mean, there's just all these things I never really thought that I have to think about. Like, where does the backsplash come around? Does it stop on the cabinets? Is it only on the back? It's a lot.
So normally wherever the overhang's gonna end, standard overhang's 1.5 inches.
Okay.
We want 1 1/4, which is perfectly fine. So that little quarter would be what I would stick that sink out. So if you're doing 1 1/4 overhang, I would do this sink at 1.5 inches.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Let's go with
that's
that.
what I think looks clean.
Okay,
Sound good?
that sounds like a plan.
We live with 2 small boys, and my whole goal for this kitchen in particular was for it to be an indestructible kitchen. We don't want to paint anything in the kitchen. We wanted to do stained wood because I don't want to be like, you know, touching up paint in a year where there's nicks and scratches and stuff like that. And I felt the same way about the countertops, which is why I decided to go with a quartz countertop from Caesar Stone. And we really wanted to have a rustic feel, so we went with like their concrete looking slabs. And I think it's going to be amazing.
It's the perfect meld of rugged and elegant, I think.
I really think it's gonna be great. I got to go on a little field trip down to our fabricator, and they're the guys that actually cut the slabs into the shape of our countertops. And they let me help them lay out where the seams were gonna go and where all the veining was gonna go in the countertops.
And I'm so excited because today's the first day that I'm actually seeing the slabs in real life for the first time. And I'm a little bit nervous, but also excited, but also a little bit nervous.
We got to position where the sinks are gonna get cut out and how they're gonna fit together. And that was really cool because it was the first time that I got to see the slabs in person in the size that they're going to be. And they're really, really impressive. And honestly, even more beautiful in person than with those tiny little samples. I am so excited to see these babies installed with the limestone backsplash. I think it's gonna be amazing in the kitchen. Just, in my head, it's so good. So hopefully it's that good in person. We'll find out soon. I am super hands-on when it comes to this house. I am here all the time. I'm making decisions. People are calling to ask me questions. And so there's just certain things that I have visions about that I'm like, I want it done this way. And if I have to do it myself, I will do it myself. Like the stone steps that I had installed. We had all this beautiful limestone come out of the ground when they dug for our septic system. And so I thought, why not use them as some natural steps in and out of the house, like in the mudroom?
Like, it's like we use the natural elements around us to build this house, which I know what you wanted to achieve for the most part.
But I quite literally had to chisel out the stone myself to get it to lay flush. But whatever, if that's what I have to do to get the vision to come together, then that's what I gotta do. I would say the biggest challenge right now is the delays that we're facing. There's supply shortages and people are so busy here in Central Texas.
Our deadline is really a moving target right now. I'm trying to make sure that we have all the parts and pieces. Once I know that we have all of our product, that'll help me be able to revise my BHAG.
What's a BHAG?
A big hairy ass guess. It's otherwise known as an estimate. I call it BHAG.
There's just been a lot of backlog and a lot of delays, so that's been challenging. I mean, we are not gonna move in
on time, unfortunately. Sorry, babe.
Well, I think when it's all said and done, you'll forget about the hardships, you'll forget about the times of stress, and this will literally be our forever home. Focus on the goal.
See the forest through the trees.
You can't see, never mind. That's
See the trees through the forest?
eye on the prize.
Keep your eye on the ball. We're just ready to move in. I feel like Dad and I make a pretty good team. Like, I make it look cute, and he figures out how to make it work.
Sure.
It's a good team.
It's like bring your daughter to work year.
I'm going to Round Top next month.
Don't you dare bring back anything.
I can see the finish line. I'm ready to go. We're ready. We're almost there.
No, we're not done yet. Which part would you like to talk about? What's missing? The faucet, the carpet, the paint, the driveway, the landscaping, the garage doors. We could keep going here.
I just feel like it's a really, really exciting time in this process.
It's time to pick out the toilets, and both you and my 6-year-old were thrilled.
What? Oh my God!
Can't take them anywhere. They are pouring the foundation for the rain tanks today. Freaking water conservation's like the coolest, man.
Get us in, baby.
We're ready.
Let me tell you a little story about a family of 4. Mom's moving too, she's moving in next door. Going to the country to enjoy the view. The only problem is, you know, they haven't got a clue. So they're calling on the dad to build the home. Trust me when I say they can't do this alone. She's a little fancy and he's afraid of snakes. Find out if they have what it takes. Yeah.
Hey everybody, Builder Gary here. I've learned a few things over the years about some paint, and I'd like to be able to share some of that with you right now if you have a minute. Okay, item number 1, and this has to do with quality paints. Quality paint, if you buy paint at a paint store, the top quality stuff is going to have more solids and more resins in it. It's going to be a much firmer type of paint. The lower grade paints are going to have more of a solvent mixture into it. They make it cheaper by putting in solvents. Over the long haul, the solvents will tend to dissipate out of the paint, and you may not get the coverage, you may not get the sheen that you like, and it just doesn't last as long. So quality paint means that you're going to have paint with more solids and resins in it that have the endurance of staying on the wall for a much longer period of time. Number 2, paint samples don't always represent what you're going to get. Paint samples that you get at the paint store are the little swatches that usually will never reflect the color. It doesn't reflect the color because it's not on a wall board, it's not on a piece of wood, it's on a little piece of paper, and it doesn't have the lighting potentially as well. So when you are putting in a paint sample, you want to try and put a paint sample of at least 2 feet by 2 feet, or go 3 feet by 3 feet. Get it up, get it covered, let it dry, then decide on your color based off a sample that's on the product that you're going to put it on. Number 3, always prep your site. It's all exciting to be able to get the paint on the wall and look what it's going to look like, but then you're busily cleaning up the mess that you made. Preparation is the word here. Taping off your corners, taping off your woodwork, taping off doorknobs, all of the stuff like that makes your cleanup a lot easier, number 1. Number 2, it also allows you not to have to worry about spilling something or getting it on something else. You don't want to be in the middle of painting something and going, oh, I messed up this or I dropped that. Prep it, and that way you don't have to worry about getting it on other things. You can worry about getting an even application to the surface that you're working on. Always do your prep. It'll save you in the long run. Number 4, darker colors don't tend to touch up as well as lighter colors. Over a period of time, they could lighten with the sunlight, but darker colors have a tendency not to touch up very well. Lighter colors touch up much easier. Darker colors are sometimes a real challenge. So don't get frustrated if you get a dark color. Be anticipating that you may, over a month or 2 months or 3 months, not be able to touch it up unless you do a whole section. So just plan for that in the upfront. Number 5, and this is important, is getting even coverage. Even coverage is going to make that paint blend in together as you go up and down or across and cross. You won't have these lines in there because one is thick and one is thin. You want to make sure that you stop, take a look back, see how your coverage is going, and then proceed. Don't assume that it's all covering and it's covering evenly. After you get finished and you pull all of your paper up and pull all your prep up and you look at it, oh my gosh, there's an area that doesn't match. That's just rushing too much. Slow down, put enough paint on your brush or roller, get a good adequate paint coverage on it, and let it dry. Take a look at it before you take all your prep out. Make sure you're happy with it. Remember, coverage is the goal. It'll help you a little bit, and I hope that'll make a better product for you when you're out there doing it on your own. And remember what I always say, if you're gonna do it the right way.